6:50, time for the morning sprint.
We start with that breaking news in Milwaukee this morning. Our CBS affiliate reporting 6 people have been shot in a North Side neighborhood. A 15-year-old boy is dead and 5 young women are injured. Authorities have not identified any suspects. We'll be sure to share any updates on channel3000.com as we learn new developments. Well, in what could be their only meeting before the Supreme Court election, Dan Kelly and Janet Protasiewicz will face off later today. News 3 Now is hosting, along with Wiz Politics and the State Bar of Wisconsin. You can watch that debate live at 12:45 this afternoon on channel3000.com. We will then re-air it in place of News 3 Now live at 4. The race will decide the balance of power on the court.
Well, today is the first day you can submit an absentee ballot in person for the spring election. Voting locations will be open across the city of Madison and other communities. If you're not registered, you can do that while you're there too. You'll need an ID, of course, and proof of residence. And if you want to look at a ballot ahead of time, you can find samples at myvote.wi.gov.
New this morning, barricades are being brought into the nation's capital in D.C. and other cities around the country, although efforts are being doubled down in New York, where a special grand jury is expected to release its decision soon. This decision is whether or not to indict former President Trump on the charge of using campaign funds for hush money paid to adult film star Stormy Daniels.
First warn traffic alert. Regent Street will be closed from 5 a.m. Friday to 3 p.m. Sunday between Park Street and East Campus Mall, so construction crews can put up a tower crane in the area. Then a couple days later, 3 blocks of Regent between North Franklin and Highland will be closed. That's on Monday and Tuesday next week from 9 in the morning until 2 in the afternoon for tree pruning.
Attorney General Josh Kaul and a coalition of 22 other attorneys general are calling on Kia and Hyundai for action to remedy the car theft crisis. 7,000 Kia and Hyundai vehicles were stolen in the city of Milwaukee alone. That's an over 800% increase. Company officials say they are rolling out updates, but attorneys say it's not enough and it's too late.
It's a new video here showing some construction going on at Lambeau Field. They are finishing up shoring up supports for larger video screens in the future and renovating the concourse and concession stand areas. Other Packers construction includes an underground player garage and a larger practice facility. The project's set to be done in May of this year.
Now to an update on the banking crisis. First Republic Bank stocks fell nearly 50% on the day and almost 90% on the month as they received a nearly $30 billion boost from JP Morgan. Financial experts say a possible sale of First Republic to JP Morgan is on the horizon. Account holders at First Republic have already withdrawn $70 billion from their accounts, which makes up 40% of the company's total deposits.
For the 3rd year in a row, Miami Beach has taken emergency measures to control spring break crowds. It follows 2 deadly shootings over the weekend. The Florida city has implemented a citywide curfew in response. Last spring break, over 600 people were arrested in the city, and that number is expected to be much larger this year. City officials voted to not issue another curfew this weekend, but liquor stores will now close at 6 p.m.
The state of Kansas is introducing new legislation to limit train sizes. This comes amid the growing concern over train derailments in the U.S. This new law would require trains to be no longer than 1.5 miles. Currently, some trains traveling through the state are around 3 miles long. BNSF Railway says Kansas cannot regulate train length as federal law takes precedent.
An update now on the situation in France. President Emmanuel Macron's government still standing this morning after surviving 2 no-confidence votes. A no-confidence vote to determine if a person is still fit to hold their position. This is, of course, after Macron has pushed through a vote on upping the pension age in France from 62 to 64. Protests still happening across the country as riot police deploy tear gas on the streets against demonstrators. Finland once again topping the World Happiness Report as the happiest country in the world. The Happiness Report measures social support, income, health, freedom, generosity, and the absence of corruption. Lithuania moving up into the top 20, while Afghanistan and Lebanon are the unhappiest countries. The United States ranks 15th.
All right, good morning. 5 minutes away from 7 o'clock. Meteorologist Kelly Slifka starting out. Well, we're at 31 now. We just dropped a degree here in Madison. I think that's going to be about it for the morning. A little bit more cloud cover than yesterday. Our first full day of spring should top out close to 50. Can't rule out a spotty shower later this afternoon into the evening. Most of us won't see them. If you do, it'll last very shortly. And tonight we should be quiet as well. So planning your day, looking at temperatures in the 30s this morning. As we go in the afternoon, getting up close to 50. Maybe a little bit of sunshine trying to squeak through some of these clouds later today. Tomorrow we're up to 50, a chance of a rain or snow shower mainly at night. Some lingering snow showers Thursday morning. A more potent storm system passing to our south may bring us some rain or snow as we go into Friday night. That's something we're going to watch for. But looks like an active weather pattern setting up for the next week. Here we are going into spring, still pretty active.
At least the temperatures are better. We'll take it.
Getting closer to 50, yeah.
We love to see it. All right, make it a great day. We will see you back here bright and early tomorrow.